And following the armyworm invasion of 2016, experts examined its impact on crop production during the last farming season.
Recently, this armyworm outbreak, we observed it here. I personally put some pictures and some information about the armyworm online for farmers to see. So what I'm saying is, we recently had problem with armyworm in the state. In fact, the problem is still there right now as we're talking. So some of these problems have been handled. In most cases, the use of chemicals and other method of control. So what I'm saying is that we are always at the, whenever any problem occur, we always have ways of handling them. So that is just about the armyworm. Before armyworm, there are other problems that we have faced. Problem of rust in maize, problem of maybe other insect pests affecting major crops in the state. And we have been able to offer our own advice to farmers on how these problems can be controlled.
The issue of pests is a national issue, and the federal government has addressed it as such. But for us here in Kwara State, at the Ministry of Agri, we're able to reach out to farmers through our extension workers on the field, educating them and sensitizing them on how to tackle these pests. The armyworm coming into a farm, if you are not really careful, right from the first stage to the last stage, larva 1, larva 2, till it develops to the 6th stage, where you will not be able to control it again. We have been able to sensitize them on how to identify it at the early stage.
Except for last year and this year again, that we had the invasion of armyworm. Maize as a crop doesn't actually have many pest problem here. The one that is common is the one that actually occur to some varieties in the late season. But armyworm just came up last year and we are contending with it also. So that one is not localized to Kwara State. It's almost every maize growing ecology in Nigeria that we've been experiencing it. And the approach also is to work in collaboration with our colleagues in the crop protection, and they've recommended appropriate insecticide that is then used to spray to minimize its damage. It occurred for the first time, it reached the economic threshold last year, but this year farmers are actually taking proactive measure, and we also know that it's better to apply the insecticide in the evening because the worm, they are not active in the afternoon, so even if you apply it, it will not work. So at least that has been nipped in the bud in terms of pest and diseases. After harvesting and processing, then the seeds are also treated before they are taken to storage so that the common pests are controlled and the seed can have longer life while in storage.
Before any farmer goes into producing any crop, it should be conversant with pests and diseases that he or she that the farmers will likely face when planting the crop, and how to handle them. All these informations will be available with in the extension unit of the Ministry of Agri. Not only that, I will advise farmers to, if they have any reason to control or to handle pests and disease on their farm, not to first think of chemicals because of the adverse effect it has on the environment as well as on the users. So there are ways by which methods can be combined. There's what we call integrated pest or integrated disease management, in which case we use more than one method. So any combination of any method that will be used should pay less emphasis on the use of synthetic chemical. In that way, the environment will be safe and the health of the farmer will also be safe.
Acquiring land for agriculture has been a huge challenge in the country. Experts believe that reforms in the Land Use Act will facilitate access to more land for agricultural purposes.
We took advantage of existing farm owners whom we try to see that they have titled land for agriculture, and we try to encourage others who are new to also go into access of titles for their land. So it began to see ownership thing coming in, and the ownership began to see people getting encouraged in getting assets that they can truly translate into wealth creation. It came again at a time when we gave the funding window available through CACS, which is the current window made available through Central Bank for Commercial and Agric. Of course, with the advocacy, with the arrangements we have in cooperative systems, with the arrangement we have with individual farm associations, with the arrangement we have with the All Farmers Association of Nigeria, and of course with the value addition that is already going on in some of the sectors. We have some big poultry farms on ground who are huge consumers of inputs like maize and soya. We have the likes of Olam here. So that collectively stimulated the demand, and of course translated to a supply need. And we use that to drive our youth into taking this as a means of driving agriculture under a public-private partnership system.